Number 5. Death angles. There have been a few kayfabe deaths in WWE. Al Wilson died of a sex-related heart attack, Paul Bearer was killed off numerous times, and Vince McMahon was blown up in his limo. Let's not forget the storyline where Rikishi tried killing Stone Cold Steve Austin and the Big Boss Man's hanging at WrestleMania 15, and in the new millennium, in 2002, we all know what Triple H did with Kane's dead girlfriend, Katie Vick. The real-life tragedy of Chris Benoit stopped the Vince McMahon storyline in its tracks and is one of the reasons we'll never see a death angle again. They are also trashy and pretty poor taste. Regardless of what you might think of WWE, they do have some standards now, and death angles are something they won't do again. Number 4. Bra and panties matches. Let me put it this way. Back in the day when two female WWE talent had issues, they would usually settle with a bra and panties match. Unfamiliar? The rules were pretty simple. Strip your opponent to her bra and panties to gain victory. Sounds ridiculous, right? This was the brainchild of Vince Russo. The bra and panties match is one of the many victims of the PG era. The recent changes to the women's division, such as making it a women's division once more, means that we definitely won't see any more of this risque match type. Number 3. Longest title reigns. The year was 1963. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech, and President John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Also in 1963, an Italian-born American wrestler, Bruno Sammartino, would defeat Nature Boy Buddy Rogers for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship, the then WWE Championship, and established himself as the new king of the Wrestling Kingdom. Bruno Sammartino would be the first wrestler to give rise to the trend of long title reigns. He would hold the WWE Championship for a total of 2,803 days. That's 7 years and 6 months. His title reign remains to this day, a number that will in all likelihood never be surpassed as the longest WWE Championship reign. Several other superstars have followed in Bruno's footsteps, with the likes of Hulk Hogan holding it for 1,474 days and Bob Backlund for 2,135 days. The closest anybody got in this modern era is none other than the best in the world, CM Punk. The wrestling industry transformed significantly since the days of Bruno Sammartino, particularly the number of dates superstars must work, and not to mention under stressful conditions. Title reigns that mirror those of Sammartino can simply not happen anymore. Just imagine Roman Reigns as champion for 7 years. Number 2. True hardcore wrestling. Guys, wrestling lovers like myself grew up watching the Monday Night Wars, where WWE and WCW went head-to-head for television rankings. While Vince and Ted Turner were busy colliding, somewhere in Philadelphia, Paul Heyman had other intentions. He dusted off what was left of Eastern Championship Wrestling and redesigned and rebranded it to Extreme Championship Wrestling, known as ECW. It is very fair to say that hardcore wrestling came into prominence in the 1990s with the advent of this newly formed promotion. ECW was the counterculture answer to the mainstream wrestling promotions. ECW comprised of high spot wrestling, technical wrestling, and bloody violence. Yes, we said violence. Back in the 90s, the common weapons used in hardcore matches were thumbtacks, brass knuckles, light tubes, glass panes, barbed wire, staple guns, fire extinguishers, razor wire, 2x4s, and more. Keeping in touch with what was going on, WWE even offered hardcore wrestling during the Attitude Era, and up until the Ruthless Aggression Era, and we are all aware of some great matches. True hardcore wrestling has no place in WWE, at least not anymore. Long gone are the days of chair shots to the head and the blood and guts hardcore wrestling of ECW. The WWE's strong restrictions on blood and hardcore violence make it hard for two wrestlers to really tear each other apart. If you can see it in CZW, you probably won't get it in WWE. Let's face it, the closest PG-era fans will ever witness such hardcore wrestling is in a TLC match, which is in no way near the stuff we're used to witnessing in the original ECW. Number 1. No place for guys like Sabu, Mick Foley, and Abdullah the Butcher. The end of true hardcore wrestling also means the end of Mick Foley-esque super spots like going through the Hell in a Cell, barbed wire brutality, and things getting lit on fire. The closest we got was Shane McMahon jumping from the cell at WrestleMania. Given the damage that Mick Foley, Sabu, and Abdullah the Butcher have done to their bodies, it's not really a bad thing if we'll never see anything like that again in WWE. So guys, what do you think of our list? Do you agree with what we're saying? Do you think something else should be on the list? Drop us a comment below and let us know. If you like this video, don't forget you can hit that subscribe button and get more videos just like this one. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And as always, thanks for watching.